I've tried out dozens of tools over the years. Many collect dust, but my favourites are used every week. They save me time, save me effort, and frankly, make gardening more enjoyable. What are they? Well, let's find out. I like to get up close and personal when I'm gardening, right in among my plants, and there's one tool more than any other that helps me do that: the hand fork. It doesn't look like much, does it? But more than any other tool, this handheld beauty takes on many guises. It's perfect for digging out little planting holes and then forking out along the bottom there to help the roots grow out into their new home. The humble hand fork is perfect for marking out shallow rows or trenches or drills to sow into and then running along over them to cover them back over. And it's just the ticket for digging out weeds as you come across them in between other plants, or even just running over the surface like this to scratch out young annual seedling weeds. It's versatile and ideal for precision work in tight spaces, which is probably why it's my #1 tool. We're showcasing 5 tools today, but I wanted to make just a couple of honourable mentions in each category. And first is this dandelion weeder. Now the little fork here is ideal for getting down and weeding out these kind of long tap roots. So that makes my sort of second part 1 tool. Next up, my garden hoe. Now the sharp cutting edge here makes it perfect for weeding in amongst plants, but without having to stoop to hoik them out. So it's really great for just gliding in between plants like this from a comfortable working level. The sharp blade just slices through the weeds and decapitates them. And by keeping the soil moving like this every now and then with the hoe, well, many little seedlings don't even get a chance to develop properly and become a nuisance at all. A good hoe can be used to help break up clods of soil, and it can help to shape rows or draw up soil against the likes of potatoes or say the base of corn or broccoli to help support plants as they grow. Simply put, a hoe can save time and effort and your back when maintaining larger beds or preparing soil, making it a hard-working addition to my top 5. My second honourable mention goes to the swow or swow-like tool here. It's got 3 cutting blades, which makes it super handy for getting in really tight spaces when weeding. As a gardener without an irrigation system, I'm often out here spot watering my plants to keep them perked up and happy. Now, while a hosepipe does save trips back and forth, it's the good old watering can that wins out. It's essential for watering plants efficiently and gently, which is important for young plants and seedlings. The rose on the end gives a good even coverage of water, and it delivers the water a lot quicker than a hose pipe, at least in my garden. My watering can be dunked into barrels of collected rainwater, and the rainwater will give a far superior soaking to my plants. And because I know this holds exactly 2 gallons, making up liquid feeds for the likes of my tomatoes here is child's play. I just find a watering can a super flexible, super straightforward way to keep my plants hydrated. Always keep your pruners or secateurs close to hand. You never know when you might need them. Cutting back overgrown shrubs, for example. Or harvesting something that's reached perfection. Trimming dead or diseased growth. Or cutting off side shoots or pruning more generally. A well-made pair of pruners or secateurs help me to promote healthier plants, enjoy cleaner harvests, and keep everything generally trim and tidy. An honourable mention for my pocket knife. Now this just fits into my pocket and goes with me wherever I go, and it's really handy for little jobs like cutting off bits of twine to then support my tomatoes, cutting open compost or potting mix bags, and generally cutting off stray bits of growth, or for example harvesting a head of broccoli. My 5th garden tool is this, the garden fork. Now this one is a narrower border fork, which makes it ideal for getting into tighter spots. It's relatively compact, well made, and has lasted a good time, unlike some previous forks I've had that have snapped under the pressure. I use my fork for digging or moving just about anything. Manure from bulk bags to help feed my garden soil, for turning the compost heap, or for just digging out a good-sized planting hole. The tines make it easy to pierce the soil, compost or manure, so it's swift and straightforward to use. A rake is a handy tool to have, but it isn't essential because I can use the back of the fork in exactly the same way as a rake, just to kind of level and spread out soil or compost ready for sowing and planting. And I can use it to spear and gather piles of prunings and weeds. Like my hand fork, it's deliciously versatile and very easy to wipe, clean and store away at the end of each session. I just love it. Well, those are my favourite gardening tools that really help me out, and I'm sure they will help you out too. I'll catch you next time.